Only one thing I can do now, and that is the Yak-38 spin. Incredibly successful. As you can see, I only got maimed brutally instead of outright murdered. Ah yes, the Yak-38, the literal least maneuverable fighter jet in the entire game. Even the F-104 starfighters with a 32 to 34 second turn time spaded quite genuinely outperform the near 39 to 40 second turn time of the Yak-38, give or take spaded and give or take the loadout. As you can see here with the 4 missiles, I have basically a 40 second turn time. However, you do get 4 R60s at 9.3. Let's see what we can do with those, make some magic happen. Let's go, VTOL time. It's the least efficient way you can take off in this, but man, you gotta do it every time. You just gotta. Now that I'm high enough up, going just quick enough, I just slam that out to 0% and let her rip. What a truly bizarre looking aircraft this is. I mean, just none of the proportions make sense visually speaking. Gotta appreciate that for the longest time, this was the exact same battle rating as the AV-8s, even though the AV-8s got flares and longer range missiles and better maneuverability and a better VTOL system, because the VTOL system here, you cannot use above about 300 miles per hour. You just can't use it above that speed. You can use on the Harriers, the VTOL system, any speed you want, it doesn't matter. You can put it to 100% VTOL at Mach 1 if you're going in a crazy dive. You just can do that. This one, nope. Very restricted, so you don't even get the VTOL maneuverability capabilities until you're basically going so slow that you're dead in the water. Because you also don't accelerate as well as an AV-8 or Harrier. However, despite all these shortcomings, drawbacks, and everything involved, you are a major thorn in the side for certain aircraft without flares because of the R60s, except that was not a good launch. Let's try that again. There we go. Because of the R60s. And oh boy, despite how terrible of an airframe this thing is, you will get people livid if you kill them with an R60 some of the time. It is incredible. I mean, I don't blame them. It's, you know, it's not fun if you're in like a Saber or something and an R60 kills you, but people just gotta kind of remember, this is what you're in. Whoa, something's behind me, a Vautour. Let me just use my exceptional maneuverability to get out of the way real quick. See, there's a few things that you can in some scenarios get away from like that, but it's not all the time, and it's not common. R60 out, and well, actually he's going fast enough, he might be good. Nope, and there we go, beautiful. You make good money and good SL in this as well because, you know, it's a premium. I mean, now it's a almost 1000% SL booster with a premium account. Oh, that's their airfield. Uh-oh. I didn't realize I was that close. I thought I was further away according to the map. Let's get away from there. That is one thing you will not be doing in this, is dodging SAMs. You will not be dodging any missiles for the most part. So, airfield runs are not really a thing you can pull off in this. It's funny, because by comparison, the Yak-141, the successor to this thing, in-game that is, at least, is basically super maneuverable. Like, almost outright, genuinely super maneuverable. And this is not. Let's see if I can get this guy with guns. Which is easier said than done when you have so little nose control. VTOL time. I will use this to my fullest extent because I'm going slow. Being in a stall like this is when you usually get to use that. Let's see if that gets him. It's going straight down, so might still. Oh, wait, I think someone. Yep, okay, good. Oh no, he just crashed. Okay, I guess he just decided to give up. Wonderful. I'm almost at Mach 1, which is incredible. Got an A4E right here. Let's see if I can lead this enough with these kind of interesting guns. Nope. Alright, let's use my exceptional maneuverability. And luckily, they are dead. I helped. Alright, what I said in the first game about always taking off VTOL, I lied. The best thing to do is to go about 30% and take off normally. Alright, we are on a small map, which means I am doomed because I will not have the time to comfortably get out of the way and side climb to a very comfortable place. Ooh, a Draken up high. that is the best case scenario for me to encounter a super maneuverable supersonic jet with more energy and altitude than me. Can you believe they were going to use these in Afghanistan? These things are literally, they perform best at sea level because they're meant to be, you know, carrier jets, right? And they were going to bring these things up to Afghanistan, where they're taking off at like 6,000 feet or 7,000 feet or whatever. That would have been the worst possible experience. I couldn't even imagine that. Especially if you had to engage enemy aircraft. Oh, man. Oh, wow. That's a tech tree dragon, isn't it? That's a rare sight these days. Okay, that was a bad launch. I didn't realize it was pulling up that much. Time to turn fight the Draken, because that is the best thing I could do right now. Okay, A-32A is inbound. Let's go to full VTOL. Because, I don't want any part of this. Uh-oh. We got a, SRAM out on me. Beautiful. Incredible. These things were the same battle rating at one point. This and that Harrier. The beautiful thing about the SRAM is if you don't have flares, there's literally physically nothing you can do. It pulls like 40 Gs if I remember correctly. You physically cannot do anything if an SRAM's out on you unless you have flares. Every couple of games, War Thunder is just crashing when I try to load in. And it asks me if I want to return to the battle every time I open up the game again. And then it crashes the second it opens up. Even if I'm not recording, even if I don't, it just... and now I get a crew lock as punishment for my game crashing. You'd think they'd be able to figure out the difference between someone leaving the game intentionally, someone crashing their vehicle, their aircraft, and someone's game crashing, right? I don't know. It would just be nice to not get punished with a 6-minute crew lock because my game crashed and crashes every time I try to rejoin the battle, you know? Good news is I got City again, which is what I would have been doing last game if it didn't crash. I love the cockpit lighting though, look at that. Very nice. There's the moon. Very cool. Oh, there were two A-10s, and they both crashed. That's good. I hate A-10s in this thing. Anything with AIM-9Ls or R-60Ms is just instant death. That Su-7, that J-35A, probably most of those MiG-21s, Su-7s, all of those things are just toast if they go up against anything with AIM-9Ls or R-60Ms. But, you know, that's just how it is. You know, some might argue that having all-aspect 30G pulling missiles against targets that heavily don't have flares at all and AIM-9Bs at a similar battle rating, some might argue that that's a little unfair, but, you know, who knows? I mean, many will already firmly state that having normal R-60s at 9.3, no matter how bad the airframe may be, is just a heinous oversight on Gaijin's part. Okay, this Hunter is putting out flares. I can't really hit this AV-8 if this Hunter keeps flaring. Beautiful. It's always kind of a unfortunate and a silly situation when you're trying to help a friendly and they keep flaring. The enemy's not flaring, but the friendly is. Alright. We got multiple targets. Well, I can't outmaneuver any of them, so this is very good for me right now. Let's see if that can land safely. Nope, they immediately flared. Oh, hello, Starfighter. Goodbye, Starfighter. Let's go head on here. Oh, I forgot to have vertical targeting on. Beautiful. Oh, I'm not going towards that A-10. To hell with that. To hell with that. It's pushing a little too far. Oh, it's turning though, so let's throw that out. Nah, they straightened out. Oh well. Too far out for an R-60. There was hope though if they kept up that turn. That's the thing is, if these are AIM-9Ls, that would have been a kill for sure. That's why an A6E with 4 AIM-9Ls at, you know, 10.0, going up against 9.0s, is a little ridiculous to me. Wow, that guy is just getting obliterated. Those SAM sites want him dead. Alright, probably gonna have to go head on with this Starfighter, because, I mean, that's what Starfighter's gonna want to do against me. And that's okay, I respect it. Okay. I forgot you have approximately 2 seconds of burst fire in this thing. I'm out of ammo, 1 R60. Let's make this work. Oh, good. There comes a surface-to-air missile right now. I shall use my exquisite mobility to effortlessly dodge it. See? There we go. Even though I messed up saying the word, I still succeeded. Pure skill right there. No, nothing else. What was that? Oh! A dead F5. Wouldn't you know it? This thing flies like you would expect a canoe to fly. Starfighter inbound. Let's spool up one of my rear aspect only missiles. Let's see if I can cut my turn well enough here. Uh-oh. No, he cut his turn as well. Unfortunate. I have no cannon rounds, which would be great to have right now. I can't safely send this out until he's past that guy. There we go. That might hit. That might hit. Like I said, though, going back to the airfield, don't even worry about that. Like I said, it never would hit. Not a single chance. That's what I said. All right, coming into land. You have no air brakes in this thing, and you glide better than you would imagine. With this weird runway setup and approach, this is going to be a little interesting, so I got to bleed off some airspeed, which you do a quite good job of once you start maneuvering. That's the good news. Now let's throw down some VTOL here. That is one thing I really wish we had in this. Air brakes. Be very helpful. Look at that. Not bad, though. Not bad. Ooh, almost went off. Thankfully, you got a parachute, though, even though this thing was meant to just vertically land as well as vertically take off, but... Starfighter's a better aircraft, but R-60s just kinda don't care, you know? Obviously, victory... Uh-oh. Alright, no big deal. I use my incredible maneuverability to flawlessly get out of that situation. This guy is really liking his airfield right now, though. Can't say I appreciate that. As someone who is very much prone to airfield-related death, no good. Let me just use my VTOL. Haha, I wasn't going slow enough. If I was in a Harrier, I could have done that right out of... Oh, good. Cool. Excellent. Wonderful. I'm like 6 kilometers away, but, you know, yep, cool. That's really fun. Really good. Oh, yes! I didn't die. Haha, screw you, airfield. I destroyed 100 player vehicles while in Soviet vehicles. Yep, I've definitely just done that. Thank you, game. Thank you for finally acknowledging that. Definitely. Oh, yeah. Yep, I've definitely just accomplished 100 kills using Soviet vehicles. Yep. Just got to that. Proud of that. Swear to God, every time I get City, it's one of these dark, cloudy, early morning maps where everything is just miserable looking. I mean, it looks fine enough, sure, but if you're making a video and everything's all dark, you can barely see the enemies, you can barely see your own aircraft. I look like this, you know. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I much prefer daytime maps if I'm making a video. Okay, Lightning and a Starfighter up here with me. Wonderful. Look at that maneuverability. Puts the MiG-29 to shame, doesn't it? And look at this. I've almost completed a 90-degree turn. Look at that. You just cannot compete with that. Oh, look at that, a missile. Ooh, it's a Lightning. Oh, wait, this headed my way, isn't it? That turned towards me. I didn't think that was going to me. Whatever, it's a red top, I'm sure I'm fine. Oh, it's coming back around. It's coming back around real quick, real quick. Okay, let's just kind of ignore that. Let's see if I can get the Super Saber. You gotta lead your turns, which is funny. Most aircraft, you don't have to lead your turns. Please don't hit the building. Ah, thank you for hitting the building. Well played, Super Saber. Well done. Oh well. Okay, multiple oh no, just one F5 behind me. I guess let's fire one out on the Super Saber, because I'm probably dead here. Only one thing I can do now, and that is the Yak-38 spin. Incredibly successful. As you can see, I only got maimed brutally instead of outright murdered. Let's send that one out since, well, Oh, good. Went right for the flare. Yeah, why shouldn't it? Yep. So good. At least it was the lightning that got the kill. There you go. I mean, that was the Yak-38 right there. It's basically exactly the same with the Yak-38M. They finally decided to make them the same battle rating at some point a couple months ago, because they are functionally identical. The only difference between them, effectively speaking, is that back in the day, you could carry R60s and gun pods. On the Yak-38M, you could not have done so on the normal Yak-38, but, well, now it doesn't matter because you can carry 4 R60s on either, or whatever, you can carry 1 R60 and 3 gun pods, you know, because you have the customizable loadouts, so it still took them like 6 months between adding that feature and finally making them the same battle rating, which is ridiculous, but they are now. That all being said, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see everyone in the next video.